So would you say the kind of what you've heard from the travel agency in general, what has been one of their biggest challenges that they've seen from COVID-19?
Is really trying to understand who's doing and when and how they're supposed to react to it, and whether they are supposed to be working with the airline directly, whether they can do refunds through the GDS, whether they can do exchanges, truly trying to figure out the logistics of managing their customers' transactions on a daily basis. I think that's one of the largest, because there are so many different ways for them to be able to process. And they don't have full visibility. That is an issue for them, for sure. But conversely, we have the same kind of conversations with airlines. Can you tell me kind of what have they been trying to do these days? I mean, and what challenges are they facing?
So, as you just said, it was reacting on a massive scale to cancellations, requests for refunds, and also trying to kind of balance that out with their financial positions, right? So if you've got a lot of refunds coming in, obviously cash is going out the door and you don't have cash coming in. So they were struggling a lot to figure out a way to help manage that. And one of the things that they have been looking at is, well, if the passenger does want to maintain the value out there and they do plan on traveling again somewhere sometime, how do they leave that ticket value out there? So they have a lot of challenges. A couple of the challenges that they have are around extending ticket validity. And what that means is that when you purchase a ticket, that ticket is valid for a certain period of time. Typically, although not always, it's about 13 months from the date of issue. Again, that changes by airline. And with COVID, the airlines wanted to extend that, right? They wanted to give the passengers the ability to use that ticket beyond that timeline. They were faced with both refunds at the same time. So they also wanted a way to give the passenger an option to say, hey, I don't necessarily have to refund the ticket because of financial, reasons. I want to give you the opportunity to use that again in the future. And so they worked with the industry, GDSs, airlines, technology providers, and were able in many cases to extend that ticket validity out, 18 months, 24 months, 30 months, 39 months, and ARC actually implemented some functionality earlier to allow them to do that through ARC. So we're sort of the settlement piece of the puzzle. And so when that transaction comes to us, we typically had a 13-month window on it ourselves. And so now each airline can individually select what they want. If they want to extend to 18 months or if they want to go to 24 months or beyond that. And we've allowed them to do that, which is great. And we also put that on a website, right? We have our refund and exchange website that shows travel agencies, which airlines have extended that ticket validity window. It also shows which airlines, what they're doing in terms of refunds. Are they allowing the agency to refund it directly themselves? Does the agency have to go to the airline to refund that? And we also link in many cases to the airline's COVID-19 resource page. Oh, wow. So the agency kind of has a one-stop shop on our refund and exchange page to look at ticket validity, how to refund, and the airline's ticket policy.
And the policy. Wow. Yeah.